You're listening to Mike Adams and Chris Savory, the record collectors from the BBC, between now and 9 tonight.
Our very special guest on the Record Collector programme is none other than Tommy Bruce, who is known to legions of fans from the 60s for his hits like Ain't Misbehaving and so forth with the Bruisers. Welcome to the programme, Tommy.
Thanks, nice to be here.
Yeah, you and the Bruisers as such, I mean, you've been around a long time. Can you recount how the group got together and how it all came about? Because you're a little bit...
Yeah. How actually makes Bruisers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was doing cabaret, in Birmingham, and the boys happened to be the band in the club, and I was thinking to myself, right, I want a band, and I looked at them, actually about 3-4 nights, and I thought, they're the boys for me, and that's when I picked them up in Birmingham.
Now, your actual voice, the gravel voice that you've got, and still have got, it reminds me very much, and I'm sure you don't mind me saying so, the Big Bopper. This is the Big Bopper speaking.
Oh, well, a lot of people say that.
And, I mean, did you model your style on the Big Bopper?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Because it is very distinctive.
Oh, that's right. It's on its own, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what are you doing now?
At the moment, well, I'm in cabaret. I do a lot of cabaret, of course. I'm going doing Butlins, in the summer season, and
which Butlins are you at?
Bognor,
right,
and Skegness.
Right.
All around the camps. So I should be doing that, for about 4 months.
And you're on this tour at the moment with, of course, David Such, Lord Such.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and you're sort of going up and down the country. I gather you're having very good doors as well.
Well, that's right, yeah. We're all surprised, actually, because we think we're going to get all the oldies in, from the 60s, but we're getting a lot of young guys and young girls in,
Amazing. I just walked through the bar area. Didn't have a glass of the falling down water.
You never know.
Yeah. And it was amazing to see the audience literally 8 to 80. I mean, completely cross-section.
That's right, yeah. It's fantastic,
Any memories you can recount from those old rock shows of the early 60s? I mean, you were on with shows like with John Layton and Adam Faith and Cliff, and any memories of those
sure,
days?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's
that you can tell us.
There's plenty of memories, I mean, I toured with all the guys, guys from the States, Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent, all those guys, Orbison.
Yeah. Who was your favourite?
Jerry Lee Lewis. My favourite? Well, I don't know. I don't think I got a favourite. I mean, it was all, it was all just nice. It was all nice guys, lovely to work with.
Eddie Cochran, of course, with Joe Brown. They got on well together.
Well, Eddie and Joe were very, very good friends. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You weren't at the ill-fated Hippodrome when the last concert.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
As I recall, I think. Who was it? I think Georgie Fame was on that particular one, and Joe Brown, and of course Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent.
That's right, yeah.
Were on that particular one.
That's right.
Eddie Cochran, have you any memories of Eddie Cochran that you can recount to us? Because to a lot of young people, he's influenced people like the Sex Pistols and their music. A whole sort of like punk revolution owes something to Eddie. But what was he like as a person? Was he easygoing?
Well, he was just an ordinary guy, I mean. There's no airs or graces or all this, or I'm a star and all that. Just weren't nothing. He was just an ordinary guy, and if he could do something for you, he would do it. No question asked. He was a lovely guy.
Is there any chance we can hear any more of your music? Are you going to do any compilation albums, or anything coming up recording-wise?
Well, at the moment, we're going to do a record, but we're looking for the right song, and it's got to be the right song for my options. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's got to be the right song, and this is what we're doing at the moment.
Just a thought came to mind, but recently we reissued a lot of the old Big Bopper records from the late 50s and early 60s.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought Tommy Bruce Sings the Big Bopper album? Have you thought of having a challenge at that? It would make it interesting listening, because I mean, you could do it well.
Oh, I could do it, no problem at all. There's no problem there. I could do it. All the Big Boppers, the Big Boppers' Wedding and all them. I could do them, no problem, but I feel that there's only one Big Bopper. Like there's only one Gene Vincent, there's only one Eddie Cochran, there's only one Presley. So I don't really like to do that. I mean, and there's only one Tommy Bruce. Let's face it, and there can't be nobody else with a blinking voice like this. Thank God.
But so, it's unique, and that's what it's about.
Well, that's right. It's on its own. I mean, no matter who I'm on the bill with, I mean, I'm completely different to them anyway.
Tell you what, let's spin one of your records. Which one shall we give a play?
Which one should we give a play? How about Lavender Blue?
Lavender Blue from Tommy Bruce and the Bruisers.